This one's for guys who actually think about how they dress. You know what fits. You're not walking out the door in whatever. You're making choices. And at some point, you've probably stood in front of the mirror, shirt fits fine, shoes are clean, and something still isn't quite clicking. The face looks a little off, a little tired. Everything is right, but the sum doesn't add up. Most men in that situation go looking for a better cut, a different brand. But the issue usually isn't the fit. After 45, color is doing more work than almost anything else. Your shirt sits an inch below your face all day. Whatever color is there reflects light back onto your skin. The right color and you look rested, present, sharp without trying. The wrong one, and it doesn't matter how well the shirt fits. It just quietly works against you. So today, I'm going through 7 shirt colors that actually work after 45. Especially if your hair is going gray, you've got some salt and pepper happening, or you've just noticed certain colors stopped feeling right on you. Let's get into it. Color 1, soft white, off-white. Bright white is a reflex. Clean, simple, can't go wrong. That's how most guys think about it. And for a long time, that logic holds. But past 45, bright white up close to the face tends to get harsh. The cold tone is unforgiving. On a day when your skin looks even slightly flat, it picks up on all of that and amplifies it. Off-white fixes this without asking you to change anything dramatic. Ivory, broken white, warm white, call it what you want. The slight warmth in the tone does the opposite of stark white. It lifts the face instead of exposing it. You still read as clean and put together. It just doesn't fight you. This color works especially well for men with gray or silver hair. The softness in the shirt and the softness in the hair complement each other. The overall look lands as intentional rather than washed out. An Oxford in off-white is one of the most useful shirts you can own. Linen in ivory is a strong, warm weather option. Either one goes with olive, navy, charcoal, or dark denim without much thought. One small shift, bright white to off-white, and the shirt stops working against your face and starts working with it. Color 2, light blue. If there's one shirt color that consistently delivers for men over 45, it's light blue. Not the most exciting answer, but it's earned its reputation. There's a reason it keeps coming up whenever experienced guys talk about building a wardrobe that actually works. It rarely misses. The cool undertone in light blue plays well with gray and silver hair in a way that warm colors often don't. It brightens the face without loudness. It looks calm, considered, put together, without looking like you tried. And genuinely, it works across almost every skin tone. That's not common. The effect is low-key. You look a little more awake, more present. Not like you're trying to look younger, more like you slept well and had a decent morning. People notice it, but usually can't say exactly why. A light blue Oxford is probably the single most useful shirt on this whole list. Chambray gets you a more relaxed version of the same thing. Both pair with navy, gray, dark jeans, khaki. The basics that are already in most guys' closets. Light blue doesn't call attention to itself. It just makes your face look more alive. That's the whole job. If any of this is clicking for you, drop a comment. I'm curious which color you're already working with. Color 3, blue-gray, steel blue. Blue-gray sits between light blue and navy, and it does something neither of those quite pulls off on its own. More depth than light blue, less weight than navy. It's the color that tends to get you the, "Did you do something different?" comment from people who can't quite put a finger on it. That's a good sign. It means the color is doing its job quietly. For men with gray or silver hair, this is a strong pick. The tones don't compete. They work in the same direction. Your hair looks like a choice. The overall picture reads settled and assured. Not like you put a lot of thought into it, just like you know yourself well enough to get it right. Cotton or brushed cotton works well in this color. Pairs cleanly with charcoal, olive, dark beige, and dark denim. Strong enough for a blazer, easy enough to wear on its own. This is the kind of color that makes a man look completely put together, without looking like he spent 5 minutes thinking about it. Color 4, soft navy. Navy has been working for men for a long time and it'll keep working. But the version of navy matters more than most guys realize. The very dark, almost blue-black navy that reads like a uniform. It can feel heavy sitting close to the face. Soft navy, which carries a little more warmth and texture, does everything the darker version does without the weight. Against gray or silver hair, soft navy creates real contrast, the kind that makes the hair look deliberate rather than something that just happened. It gives the face structure and definition. And it tends to read as more expensive than it is, which is a nice bonus. One thing worth watching: if your skin is running a little dull, very cool or very dark navy can drag the face down. Easy fix. Open one button, pick a fabric with some texture, and steer toward a navy that leans slightly warm rather than cold blue-black. Goes with light gray trousers, stone, olive, or medium wash denim. Works as well on a Friday at work as it does at dinner. Soft navy is one of the most reliable ways to look grounded and sharp at the same time. It's just a solid call. Color 5, sage green, muted olive. Most guys over 45 are rotating through white, blue, and gray. Those colors work, no argument there. But sage green and muted olive are two of the most overlooked options in this whole age group, and they do something the standard colors don't. They bring warmth to the face without making any noise about it. The key word is muted. These aren't bright greens or anything that reads outdoorsy. They're toned down, slightly dusty, a little earthy. That's exactly what makes them work. Enough depth to give your face something real to sit against. Enough warmth to make your skin look healthier in the process. Salt and pepper hair with a muted olive shirt is a genuinely good combination. The earthy tone and the mixed hair color pull in the same direction. The result reads as naturally stylish, not like you planned it, just like it works. Linen or light cotton for warmer months, heavier cotton when it gets cool. Pairs well with cream, navy, dark denim, and brown. One thing to skip: tan or khaki alongside this. They're too close in tone and everything flattens out. This is the move when you want something with a little more character, but you're not walking in wearing something that needs a story. Color 6, charcoal blue, deep slate. Some guys just gravitate toward darker colors, and that's a completely reasonable place to be. Charcoal blue, also called deep slate, is built for those guys. It gives you everything you like about wearing dark tones. Authority, sharpness, that sense of being buttoned up without any effort. What it doesn't give you is the problem black tends to create past 45. Pure black worn close to the face starts to become demanding after a certain age. It deepens shadows, makes under-eye circles more visible, and can make the face look heavier and more tired than it actually is. Charcoal blue gets you the same quiet authority, with enough color in it to keep things from feeling flat, and enough depth to give the face real definition, rather than working against it. This color earns its spot in the evening. Dinner, drinks, anything where the light drops and you want to look sharp without being formal. Pairs well with gray wool trousers, dark denim, suede loafers or boots. Keep everything else in the outfit quiet and let the shirt do the work. If black is starting to feel heavy on your face, and it does for a lot of guys at some point, this is the cleaner move. Color 7, dusty rose, muted pink. Stick with me on this one. Not talking about bright pink, not bubblegum, not anything that reads like a statement. Dusty rose, the version of pink where almost all the sharpness has been dialed back. Soft, warm, slightly faded. The kind of color that looks like it's been around a while. That specific version of pink is one of the most flattering colors a man over 45 can wear near his face. The warm undertone does something the cool colors can't. It gives the skin a subtle warmth, makes you look like you've been somewhere good recently. Works especially well with gray and silver hair. The warm shirt against the cooler hair creates a contrast that feels natural and clean rather than forced. The practical case for it is straightforward. Almost no guy in this age group is wearing it. So when you get it right, you stand out, but quietly. People register that something looks good. They usually can't say exactly what it is. The one thing that matters here is keeping the pink genuinely muted. Too bright and the whole thing falls apart. Structured cotton or linen, not anything shiny or thin. Navy, gray, khaki, and cream all work well alongside it. On the right guy, muted pink doesn't read as soft. It reads as someone who knows what he's doing. That's the 7th one. If any of these surprised you, or if you've been wearing one of these for years and already know it works, let me know in the comments. Always good to hear what's actually in rotation. 4 colors that work against you after 45. Bright icy white. The cold tone in stark white is unforgiving up close. It catches every bit of fatigue in the face and amplifies it. Off-white does the same job without any of that. It's an easy swap. Heavily saturated or neon colors. When the color is the loudest thing happening, the face loses. These also tend to read as working too hard to seem younger, which is never the look you're going for. Flat beige or anything too close to your skin tone. No contrast, no structure. When the shirt and the face are too similar in value, the face disappears into the collar. You end up reading as one color from the neck up, and that doesn't help anyone. Pure black. Not a hard rule. Context always matters. But as a regular choice worn close to the face, black gets increasingly demanding after 45. Charcoal blue does the same work with less cost to how your face reads. It's not about wearing louder colors. It's about wearing the right ones. Where to start if you are starting from scratch? If you want to build quickly, start with 3. Light blue, soft white, and either soft navy or blue-gray. Those 3 cover most situations: work, dinner, weekends, casual Fridays. They play well together. They work across most skin tones and hair colors, and they're straightforward to find. Once those are in the rotation and you're comfortable, add one more. Muted olive if you want to bring in some warmth and texture. Dusty rose if you want something with a more distinct point of view. One thing worth doing, pick one color from this list you haven't tried. Grab one shirt in that color and give it a real look in natural daylight. Not a phone camera, not a fitting room with terrible lighting. Most guys who actually do this end up surprised by how much they've been missing. Past 45, looking good isn't really about effort. It's about accuracy. Knowing what works for the face you've got right now. Not the one you had at 30, not some idealized version. Just the one you're actually working with. Your shirt is the closest thing to your face that you wear all day. Get the color right and everything around it. How you carry yourself, how people read you when you walk in. It all gets a little easier. Not because the color changed anything fundamental, just because it stopped getting in the way. Let me know in the comments. Which of these are you already wearing, and which one are you going to try? I read every comment. See you in the next one.